Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, what was I going to talk about? I had something like in mind, and I got caught up looking at stuff on Twitter, and now I can't even think of what I'm going to talk about. Dang, that is messed up. That is seriously messed up. Let me see real quick. Maybe I should talk about Madden. I feel like I should talk about Madden NFL 21, or just the Madden games in general, because I think I did a video, but yeah, I wanted to overall talk about my history with Madden, because that needs to be discussed. So, for those that don't know what Madden is a football video game that has been getting released ever since I was a kid. Like, they have not missed a year. They've always released a Madden game because it's the biggest football game. It's the only football game that is out right now that people play. So I personally feel like that EA Games, the company that's behind Madden, they want to, I guess, try to remake the games from how it was back in the day, which is not bad. It's actually not a bad idea. Like, if y'all were to come out with like games that was like Madden NFL 07, but I honestly feel like the only way that you guys can have a game compete with one of the games from back in the day is because my favorite of all time was Madden NFL 07, and I personally believe that was the best one. Maybe there was other ones that was better, but to me that was the best one because that was my first Madden video game, and I had played that game so much. But the only way that they will be able to compete is if they were to remaster that Madden and were to re-release it. That would be the only way. That will honestly be the only way that they could compete. But any of the games today, it's just no. I personally don't like any of the Madden games today. So, here's the thing. I've been playing Madden. I played Madden NFL 07. I played Madden NFL, I think it was either 12 or 13. I think I did play 13. That one, it was like Madden 25, because I think they skipped it, like the Madden, because they called it Madden 25, and that was like, I think it was the 2014, and then they came out with 15, 16. I can't remember which one of those ones that I played, but I played like a crap ton of the Madden games, and it was Madden NFL 20 that did it for me. I could not play that game, and I'm actually going to work on a video just showing all of the glitches and all the problems I faced playing that game, because I personally just don't understand like how you guys, whether it's a whole year or a little, because honestly, you played like one of the Madden games, you would have thought that they had just started working on that game like the month prior, but they spend a whole year working on these games just for them to be trash. Like, the games are horrible. It shouldn't take somebody that doesn't... I know absolutely nothing about game development or none of that, but when it's coming from a long-time user of the Madden video games, like, I've been playing these games since I was a child. I went from asking my parents for these games to going and buying the games myself. Like, I've experienced a whole, life with these games. So you would think throughout the time, as you become better as a person, a video game would become better as a video game. And yet, it's gotten worse. It has declined over the years. So, Madden NFL. So no, actually no. Before I even get on to the latest Madden that's out, let me just tell you guys about all the problems I faced with Madden NFL 20. So Madden NFL 20 comes out. First, they kind of like misled you and things. Like, I don't know, maybe I got my information wrong, so I ain't gonna hold that against them. I ain't gonna put the blame on them for that. But they did say that you can create a character or something, you know? So I assumed, like, okay, like, create a character. I thought it was gonna be like some Madden NFL 07 stuff, you know? Because in there, you create a character, choose your position, all of that. So I thought that that's what you overall was doing. But no, they come up with the whole storyline for you, so you don't get to play the position that you want to play unless you're like, because me, I'm like, I don't mind playing as a quarterback. I actually like, you know, like playing the quarterback this time around. I'm like, yeah, it's no problem, it's no big deal. But my preferred position is a running back. I like to do the running plays. I don't like doing the quarterback plays or something. I don't mind them. They'll probably be like my second choice, but I would prefer to do running plays or something. So, anyways, I wish they would have kind of explained that, like, you know, maybe said that a little bit more clear, but it could have been my fault. So, like I said, I ain't gonna hold that against them. But when you're playing the game, there shouldn't be like glitches, because there's a few glitches that I had noticed when playing that game. There's 3 glitches that really stood out. So there was the one glitch where a player was like running towards a player that I threw the ball to, and he like glitched closer to him to tackle him. When have you seen that in an actual NFL game? Like, I'm not talking video game, but in an actual, like, you're turning to like channel 13 to watch the Seahawks go up against the Steelers or something. You turn to that. When have you ever seen a player on live TV glitch? He broke like I don't know. He just overall broke time. I guess like that would make sense. But he somehow like defeated the laws of gravity. There we go. Or maybe not that. He defeated the laws of something to where he can teleport closer to another player and tackle them. I've never seen that before on TV. So I just assume, like, if y'all trying to make like a real authentic game, it should be like some real authentic TV stuff, like some stuff that I'll watch on TV or something. But not like where it's like, bro, what's going, like, if you like, that's I'm like how y'all need to start advertising your game. Like, it has glitches, it has problems, so just bear with us as we fix it. But when you release a game and you make it seem like it's 100% completed, that game is not 100% completed if you're having to come out with updates every single time. So that's, I'm like, no, y'all need to do like how they do. Y'all just need to come out with a Madden. Just come out with the game just called Madden. All right, that needs to be like the last one that you guys have for a while, because look at Grand Theft Auto, all the updates and all the stuff that they had to do, because they're not releasing a Grand Theft Auto every single year. They released Grand Theft Auto 5 7 years ago. Dang, it's crazy to think that. But anyways, yeah, they released that game 7 years ago, and they have came out like, you know, they always like have fixed the issues and problems with it and stuff. And yeah, and it's a good game. It's a game that I honestly would still play to this day. That's why they're even re-releasing that game when the next gen consoles come out. So you got that, and then with Madden on the other hand, but no, that's what I was originally saying, that they just need to come out with a Madden that they are not like that. That's like the one that you guys need to focus on. You don't need to release one every single year, and just like, and people are wasting their money on them. It's honestly, it's a waste when it's like, okay, it's like you can't even transfer that stuff over. So I'm like, if I was able to maybe like transfer, because especially with Ultimate Team, I hate the fact that that's a thing where it's like you can't even transfer your Ultimate Team over. Because like you sit down and think about it, these companies that do that stuff, yeah, they're only like, because if it's like a game like Call of Duty, then I'm like, okay, well, it's like different story, different, like, you know, developers and all that. Y'all are the same people, so you would think that, okay, well, when it's like, you know, it's all within the same company, it's not like a different company. It's like, you know how like they have like I think it's like Infinity Ware or something like that, and then they'll have Treyarch, and then I think there's another one. So yeah, they'll have like where those companies, they'll work on like, so it's kind of like in a way like 2 different games. But it's like with you guys on the other hand, it is one company. So you would think that that stuff should just easily be transferred over. But to speak on that, to speak on that real quick, it's all about this gambling system that they have in the Madden video games. So for those that hadn't played Madden in a while, so Madden has these gambling systems in there, pretty much called Ultimate Team. They have it where you build this big giant team. You have to spend all these points. You're not even really overall playing the game. Like, if you do play the game, the amount of time it'll take you to build the ultimate team that you want, the next video game has already came out. So you would literally have to play that game day and night, all right, for a whole year to just get the team that you want. And I'm like, that's not fun. I'm like, yeah, or actually, no, playing the game is fun, but the fact that you have it where it's like, oh, if you want like an easier way of getting them, and it ain't even a guaranteed way, so it's kind of like a slot machine. So they have like the packs. Well, it's like, oh, for, like when you go to Target and you get the little like Pokemon cards or the baseball cards or something, and you open them up, you're all like, oh, okay, like I got this guy, or I got this Pokemon, or I got this Yu-Gi-Oh card, whatever. So it's overall that, but in Madden. And so they'll have it where it's like you'll open up. So like, let's say for an example, you want to get like Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, Ron Gronkowski, who else? Where are some other good players? Like, you want like the good players, So let's say if you want like Russell Wilson, right? You will have to open up like 100 packs before you get him. You would. And then if you want to just buy Russell Wilson, then you're going to have to, I think you can't even, I don't even know if you can buy the coins, because they have coins and then they have points. And the points, I guess that's like an easier way of doing the gambling thing, but then the coins, it's like that's what you earn like when you play the game. You literally earn nothing. Like, there's like, when you're playing that game, you're trying to get like all the coins and stuff, or you're trying to get enough coins, you're going to have to play multiple games. A lot of games. You can't just play like 1, 2, like maybe 5 games max and think that you're going to get enough to get Russell Wilson. Because then they have like the betting system on there where it's like, oh, you got to, or the bidding system. So you got to bid more than the other person to just get Russell Wilson. Next thing you know, all your coins and stuff, then like, you done lost them all. So I'm like, bruh, that just makes the game like just unfun. Like, I don't want to play a game that's like that. So, but no, back on Madden NFL 20. So there is that glitch where I say, because I just completely just got in like left field with it and stuff. But there is that glitch where the guy like teleported closer to my teammate and stuff. Then there is the other glitch where I'm like, I don't even understand how something like that is even possible. Because I'm like, name one time y'all seen that on TV where there is literally 2 of my players was running down the field. Both of them wide open. And I'm like, okay, dope. This is an easy touchdown. Threw the ball to one of them. The ball landed. Like, it didn't even like completely land on them, but it was like hovering over them. And it was, I guess, supposed to be on their shoulders. But the ball didn't fall. They didn't like go and grab the ball or anything. No. These guys, together, side by side, ran the ball all the way into the end zone and then out of bounds. Out of bounds. They didn't even grab the ball. You would think that, okay, like, the computer would be able to detect, like, the ball is nearby. Let me turn around. They didn't even turn around to catch it. That's where I'm like, I don't understand how you think one time you seen that on TV, where 2 players managed to balance a football on their shoulders or have the football hover over them and they run all the way out of bounds. You show me one video where that's actually had happened, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well then that's where that came from. They're just making fun of those guys. But throughout the years I've watched, because I've been watching football my whole life. I have a dad that's like heavily into sports. So I've been watching football my whole life. Not once I've ever seen something like that. And not once did my dad even talk about something like that ever happening. So then there's the Pro Bowl glitch. So I had won the Pro Bowl. I did. We went into overtime. I won. I guess it wasn't meant for me to win the game. I guess I actually literally defeated the computer. And I guess I wasn't supposed to. So the game had froze. The game actually had froze. So I had did this play. I guess, I don't know, maybe they wanted me to do a passing play or something, but I did this play where I was, because you play as the quarterback. So I did the play where I ran in and I scored the touchdown. And I did. And I won the game. And then all of a sudden, game freezes. The game had froze. So I exited out, come back. They had me start, because we were in overtime. They had me start all the way from the beginning. At that point, I never wanted to play Madden again. At that, I was like, nah, that doesn't even make any sense how you win the game and the game freezes. How does that even? How does that even? Honestly though, I should find, because I'm positive that they got like a Madden subreddit. I should tell that story and find that video. Madden subreddit. There we go. And let's see if I can find my videos. Madden NFL 20, not 320, 20. Yeah, so I might be able to. Well, I'll probably have to like go to my channel and go and find this. But anyways, yeah, I just don't understand how something like that is possible when the game freezes. Like, I won the game and the game froze and I had to start all over. So at that point, I never played Madden again. And then with this new Madden that has came out, Madden NFL 21, so they tried to be like, oh yeah, so we're bringing like something that's like Madden NFL Street, where so they years ago they came out with these like street versions of football. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. Why they won't do that? Why they won't release them like old classic games like NBA Street Volume 2 or or I think it was the other basketball like street game, or the like street like soccer, the street football games. Why they won't re-release those games, I don't know. But I guess they're trying to tie it all in with the Madden games. I'm like, bro, Madden sucks. The game, nobody wants to play it. Nobody in this world wants to play it unless it's some like kid that has no idea what's going on with the game. But anybody that my age, where you've been playing this game since you were a kid and you have seen nothing from this game, like nothing they can provide, like, yeah, it's like, nah, the game is just, it's a horrible game. It's overall a very horrible game. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so with this new Madden that has came out, so the users, the fans, because the it's like Metacritic. If you go to that website, so if you go there, they gave it the owners of the website has given it a 64 out of 100 or something like that. The fans has given it 0.4 out of, I don't even know if there was a number for them. It was overall a 0.4, and I'm like, I ain't never seen that before. I'm like, bro, you know a game is bad when it gets a 0.4. Like, IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. Yeah. 0.3, bro. How is this even out of what? Overwhelmingly disliked. Yeah. That's crazy. There's like 40. So, dang, that is wild. So they said, based over, so there's like user review or user score 0.3, overwhelmingly, whatever, dislike based on 2,106 ratings. So 40 people gave it a positive rating, 16 people gave it a mixed rating. I'm pretty sure y'all know where the 2,000 is at. 2,050 negative ratings. This is from the guy. His name is Adam Johnson. This game is atrocious. Same game as Madden 20, which was a bad game. Franchise mode has been the same for years. All they added was pass rush moves and the yard. This game should be a 6 max. I'm giving it a 0 because EA has ran out of excuses in my eyes. Do not buy. And Shrek Nation, I think that's the person's name. They even called it an atrocious game. There's like an atrocious football simulation game. EA has greatly expanded the number of game modes in the Madden over the past couple of years, and at the detriment to the depth of immersive. They're using too many big words for no reason. Involved modes in the game. This game added no features to its already anemic franchise mode, and it features many bugs upon release, such as rainbow colored coaches, players wearing the wrong color college jerseys, and FOTF, and blank fields that have no sidelines or hash marks, just to name very select few. The yards serves only an excuse to monetize the game further. Face of the franchise has a pathetic, cringy story. Even Ultimate Team has an atrociously laggy menus that make it completely unbearable to endure. Many gameplay and AI flaws from previous titles that have continued into this one as well. You can only get so much fun from such a broken game. Please do not give EA $60 or more for this poor effort. And then Game Tim, he said, same game but actually worse. Gameplay is trash, it's scripted. The only thing this game cares about are microtransactions. Spend your money elsewhere. Exactly. That's all that they care about. And it's like, bro, do you not understand that when people buy your games, they want to play it. They don't want to spend more money. They already had spent $60 on this game. I don't think they realize, like, not everybody that plays your game are YouTubers. Even YouTubers don't want to be a part of that no more. Notice how any of the FIFA YouTubers, the Madden YouTubers, the NBA 2K YouTubers, they are not even a part of the community no more. It's seriously a new wave of people. It's a new wave of people that these guys literally can focus on. And it's like, eventually they're going to want to leave. They're not going to want to be a part of it anymore. And they don't realize that. They seriously do not realize that. And it's like, all right, well, it's just going to get to a point in time where nobody's going to play your games, from the YouTubers to the fans. A lot of people, I get, because, no, what was it? I think it was NBA 2K. They tried to have it where it's like, oh, let's get like the OG YouTubers involved in things. So yeah, let's call them out, have them where they're featured in this game, pay them some money and stuff to overall keep their mouth shut about how bad the game is and things. But I'm like, no, you guys gotta understand, like, the YouTubers are going to be like, oh yeah, you know, because they're getting paid. They're all like, oh yeah, this game's fun, this game's cool and stuff. But when it comes down to the fans, they're going to be the ones that says, yeah, this game is horrible. It got to the point where Madden, they were literally doing this like free promo code thing, or like, oh, retweet this, because they were trying to do like some like Twitter giveaway stuff with a bunch of different people. So there's like, yeah, if when Madden came, I think it came out today. But there's like, oh yeah, retweet this, favorite this tweet, and you can win a chance of getting Madden and something. I'm like, bro, no, the game is horrible. I don't want the game for free. I'm like, you know, a game is that bad when you don't want the game for free. When y'all come out with a 5-star Madden, then come talk to me. But until then, if nothing, they just, honestly though, they just need to sell the Madden name and go give it to somebody else. There's actually this football game that came out, and it's a fun like arcade football game called Gridiron. I made a video on that game, and yeah, it's better than Madden. It's a lot better than Madden. So go spend your money on that. But yeah, don't spend your money on Madden. Madden is a trash game, and them guys don't care about nobody besides themselves and making money. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. If you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any gear from Vecilo, make sure you guys use my promo code TMossBoss, and it'll knock 10% off your next purchase. I have an ad on my YouTube channel that you guys can find. It's actually, yeah, it's my trailer on my main channel, TMossBoss. But you can click on any of the descriptions of my gaming videos, and on my main channel, the videos on that, you'll find like the referral link and the promo code for Vecilo. So anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.